Do you ever feel like in that spirit, do you ever feel like people are poking at you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is it because they want you to react as the aggressive Destiny?
I think so. I absolutely think so. I felt like that a lot last season.
Do you think that you worked to do you feel that you worked to do the opposite?
I feel that therapy and God was working to do the opposite. Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
Okay, so then from a
Because Destiny still got Detroit in there. And it's like, Lord, what you say in therapy? In your head, you need to count down. Let's do some breaths. Let's not react. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
well, I think at a certain point in the season you stop counting.
That's fair. That is an accurate assessment. That is very accurate, Richie.
Okay, so can you assess for me at what point that was?
Sheesh. Oh, the drag race. That was a drag. Oh, I stopped counting at that point. Even though it was a whole moment outside while I was reading and counting that they did not show.
Wait, you had a
Where I was
moment
out there doing
outside?
my breathing. Oh, I was doing my breathing exercise, waiting on Nell while she was in there eating chicken. I was out there counting, breathing, walking back and forth, and trying to get to a place. So yeah, I definitely used my tools, but I had forgot them before I left.
What was the moment that made you snap in that conversation? I mean, because we saw the preview for it, I think a little bit before we actually got to the moment, right, in the season. And was there a particular, like, did you come into this that night thinking, I ain't taking no ish today? Because y'all had previously had a whole moment at your closing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was like, it was disrespectful. Like it was a lot. It was a whole bunch of, what are we talking about? It, yeah, like not tonight, not tonight. And the moment that made me snap, there were a few things that led up to it that legally couldn't even be shown. So you know what I'm talking about. The stuff that I'm not legally allowed to speak about was being spewed at me, so I couldn't respond. So, which is what a lot of people do in this circle on this show. They talk about things they know I can't respond to. And then you get the heightened version of me on camera. So, yeah, close your mouth, Richie.
You know what surprises me about that is because the whole point of your discussion is that you were not being a good friend. Here's the thing, without that bit of information that you just shared, it just makes it look like you just kind of like had snapped in that moment.
Well, I
Like
add
you
another
had
layer to that. That was actually made television was the moment when it was said that I set up the moment for Marcel to ambush another woman. And you know, I am a big proponent for DV survivors. I have a nonprofit. I do work with the community on that. So it's like, why would you lean into that perception when you know what I stand for? So that's what really just blew a gasket. Because it's like, you know, that's not true. You know that I didn't set anything up. I didn't call anybody. I didn't even know the man was coming myself. And it was like literally, I went off after that scene and she was present. So it was like, why are you playing TV now? They heard me say that in the background. You playing TV and I'm not with it. So that's when I kind of, yeah, popped off.
Was it the playing TV that we saw when you were kind of walking out of the scene? Because there was a
Correct.
moment to me as I saw you walking out, it looked like you weren't just speaking to her, but you were speaking to the room.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay, okay. I thought I was reading that correctly. I was like, I don't think she's just talking to her.
That's
Um,
very accurate.
the part about her Marceau not defending her, had you come to that conclusion before that moment, or had you been feeling like this had been bubbling? Like, I guess it's a two-part question. As the issues between you and Tisha were escalating throughout the season, did you feel like you were being maybe targeted for unjust reasons and like maybe she was frustrated elsewhere? Or did it occur to you kind of in that moment, like, you know what? I'm
It
gonna defend you more than he does. So why are you coming to me?
I think it occurred to me when she yelled it at the open house. It was like, I need you to defend me in rooms that I'm not in or something of the sort. But she was just like, you could see it on her face. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you serious right now? And in that moment, I think I said some things as she was leaving out of the door about being miserable. And that's when I think it just started to come up like, this is not making any sense. Like, what's the real issue? And I think I came to that conclusion in that moment.
Were you also aware that she took the bottle with her?
Petty. It was my favorite wine too. Um At least she brought my favorite wine. I did not. I don't think. I was so mad at that point. I don't even know. I was just like, not even really mad, but I was just like so at a level. Like I wasn't really paying attention to it until I saw it. And I was like, girl, what? Yeah. But that was a real open house. Like I had to get to work. So yeah.
Yeah, that just I don't know why that stood out to me in that moment. I was like, dang, she took her bottle. Like she must have been real mad.
Or
That was
thirsty.
ooh. That was a really guttural argument that y'all had in that moment. I mean, those were two actually different, like obviously levels. One, you guys were by yourself. Which was worse for you?
I don't know. Like oh no, no, no. It was definitely the second one because I was out of my body at a certain point. Yeah. I was visibly out of my body. You could see it. When I look like that, when I look back in moments that can be seen back on the show, I'm like, oh yeah, you could just see it in my eyes. I was gone.
You know, it's funny. The moment that kind of comes back to me, I have it on as a gift that I sometimes play on my channel. Is you and Stormy going back at each other, and back when y'all kind of first like met and were encountering each other on the
Hmm.
show. So it's fun to see you guys become so
That's my
close
dog.
now. You know, but to see those early days, it was good TV. I ain't gonna even lie. It was good TV. Um,
And it's good in the way that it's supposed to be, where we get to a place of, okay, girl, that was then, it's now. Like, yeah, a good place to resolve for sure.
Well, I never got the sense that the two of you were trying to annihilate each other as much as maybe you were in the moment, heat of the moment, not understanding each other and just coming from two totally different places.